Okay, so this is the third video on this. Again, 6.2, you're still graphing linear equations using t-charts, except this time we're going to focus on solving for y first. Okay, and let's recall real quick through our steps on how to graph something. You always want to solve for y first if it isn't already. Then you would complete a t-chart, plot the order pairs, and then connect with the straight line. So this time we're going to focus on step number 1 and see how that looks like. Let's take a look at this example. All right, right here I've really got three different terms. I have the negative 5x, I have the positive 2y, and on the other side I have a positive 10. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the y by itself, isolate the y. So the first thing you want to do, if you cover that up, it tells you, well, I still have this negative 5x here, even if I cover that up. So I want to get rid of that first. I'm going to add 5x to both sides. And so on the left-hand side, you can see that's a zero pair. Those will go away. This will drop down here, 2y. And 10 plus 5x, they're not like terms, so you have to write them separately. And it's good to write the term with the variable first, and then the term that's just a constant after that. So now I'm asking myself, y is being multiplied by 2, so why don't I divide everything by 2, and then I can have everything solved for y. And so this would be my answer right here. Okay, so step 1 would be solved. At that point, you'd create your t-chart, your t-table, x and y, your input and output, and then find out your values. Now, I'm going to give you a little hint here. When you're dealing with fractions, okay, like this, instead of using negative 1, 0, 1, and 2, some good numbers you could use would be multiples of your denominator. So in other words, I could use negative 2, 0, 2, and 4. And you're going to see how quickly that will help me when I plug in some values here. Okay, so if I do this and do some cross-canceling, that would give me negative 5 plus 5, which gives me 0. So this first value is 0. My next one, y equals 5 halves times 0 plus 5. Well, that's just going to be 0 plus 5, which equals 5. So there's 5. Next one, y equals 5 halves times 2 over 1. Cross-cancel, I get 5 plus 5, which gives me 10. And you can see that there is a pattern here. You can even tell that this next one's going to be 15, and I'll prove to you. Y equals 5 halves, 4 over 1 plus 5. Cross cancel, that's 10 plus 5, which gives me my 15. Okay, at that point you can come over and go to your graph. You say, well, Mr. Ramos, I don't have enough for 15 for my y. What I would tell you is, why don't you go by bigger values? Let's go by, I don't know, by 2's. We go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, right? And on this one, you can go by 1's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 1, negative 2. So the first one would be negative 2, 0, 0, 5, which is going to be halfway between there, 2, 10, and then 4, 15, which is going to be right there. And you can see that this creates a straight line right through there. Okay, so I went and did both, solving for y. Hopefully that will help you out there. I've got one more video, and that's going to be with vertical and horizontal lines.